Cruise news and information. Today we are talking about Royal Caribbean's Legend of the Seas, and the addition with this ship also comes with the Find My Kid feature. We'll talk about that. I'll let you know something that I don't like about it, but I'll also discuss the pros as well, how you go about getting it for your kids, and the major benefit to having this thing. And with that, let's talk ship. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so already, do your boy a favor and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Later on in this video, if you find this very informative and helpful, do your boy a favor and also hype up this video. Let's get straight into it. Once you board the ship, embarkation day, you want to register your kids into the Adventure Ocean program. There you will be able to purchase your WOW band. That's what it's called. The thing with that, the age limit is from 3 to 12. I don't like that. I wish it went from 3 to 17, okay? Everything underneath the legal age limit is considered a minor. And with recent events that have taken place on cruise ships, a lot of us know of the case where the young lady was unalived and hidden underneath a stateroom bed. She was under the age of 18. So yeah, I don't like that they cut it off at 12. But if it's an error or it does go up to the age of 17, please let me know down in the comments. Based on what I've read, the limit is only from 3 years of age to 12. So if that is exactly true, I don't like that based off of things can happen. So yeah, you will purchase the WOW band after you register your minor for that program, and it's not that expensive at all. It's only $14.99. The cool thing about this is when you make this purchase for this band, on Star of the Seas, Legend of the Seas, and I can't help but to assume that this thing is going to happen on Hero of the Seas next year, you don't have to purchase it again. All you simply have to do is bring the same WOW band back on board. Cool benefits that this thing has is it has a RFID chip in it, meaning that they can access their stateroom with this WOW band, and they can make purchases with this WOW band. Of course, it's at the guardian and or parent's discretion of how much is on there and how much they spend per day. But that's a cool feature to have within that WOW band as well. I just find that this feature is very, very secure and safe. With this thing, you can track your kid or your kids on all decks of this ship. It's like a live tracker. And I actually made a video about an emergency bracelet about 5 months ago. When I find it, I'll put it on the screen so you can go check it out. Because of the things that always, I wouldn't say, well, the things that can and do occur on cruise ships when it comes to minors. I've talked about some of the things that have happened on another platform, on the live streams that I've done over there, and it can be scary. You can't let your guard down just because you're on a cruise vacation or a resort vacation or vacation in general, especially when you're in public with nothing but strangers, right? So yeah, I made that video months ago for safety reasons. And I'm glad that, you know, Royal Caribbean has brought it to Legend of the Seas, and hopefully they bring it on every class ship in the future. And I hope that other ships that allow minors on board to follow suit with this tracker. I mean, shoot, even for adults. And that's sad to say, but how many of you know, by a show of hands in the comment section, know of an adult who has gotten, I know one guy, that's my guy on here, shout out to Keith, man. he said he got lost. He got a little bit too intoxicated and strayed away. And yeah, so you might want to keep tabs on the adults as well. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. Hey, if you can go purchase a wild band for, tracking purposes, some of y'all adults might need it as well. Okay, let's just be honest. But yeah, man, it's a nice feature to have in today's world of cruising, where a lot of scary situations can take place. So this thing was introduced actually on Icon of the Seas back in 2024. It didn't go full send at that point. I think it was like a trial and error run for it, but then it was fully introduced the following year on Star of the Seas, and now it's being brought back full send on Legend of the Seas. Like I said, I hope it carries on for every single Royal Caribbean ship throughout the future. Another thing is, because this happened to me on a different cruise line, but it didn't involve the bands, is that this also, whoever the main person is, the parent or the guardian that takes the kid or the kids on the ship, you can assign how many ever people you want to have access to your kid or kid's wild band. So for instance, me and my significant other, and let's say all of our kids go, and the two oldest is 20, 18, one is 17, and one is 14, okay? She can have access to my boy, I can have access to her baby girl. It doesn't just have to be the main parent to the one child, okay? So that's a pretty cool thing, because it might be a situation where, it's a mom and a stepdad, or a dad and a stepmom, or the uncle who takes the nephew, whatever the case may be. It's nice that they give you that leeway for certain people to have access, just in case one is asleep or one does get too intoxicated because they're enjoying their vacation, which they deserve. And the other person who has access can keep an eye out on the kids while they're out. Now, some other adults might not agree that it's a good idea for minors to stray away and be adventurous on their own. There are parents who are against that. There are parents who support it. Let them, be independent. Let them be adventurous. However, there's a fine line, because you have the ones who are stray away to be independent, but they're very mischievous and cause a lot of chaos when they do so. But then that should not keep the people who are well behaved, who have a better upbringing and better morals, who want to be adventurous and just simply want to stay out of trouble and just be that adventurous and be respectful while they do that. It shouldn't take away from their fun. So if you know that your child is mischievous, you need a leash, chain, and that tracker. You need all of that, okay? Yeah, I said what I said. But yeah, that's another cool thing, that multiple people can have access to the one kid or multiple kids while they are doing that. And it also can track, lets you know the muster station of that child who has that band, or just in case of emergency, the kid happens to stray a little too far away, and someone of the crew finds them, they can report them to the muster station, and the stateroom attendant can come and get them, and they have that wild band, they can access their cabin. If it goes further than that, of course, they'll begin to call the parent and or guardian, or parents and or guardians of that child who was lost and found by the crew member. I don't believe there's a penalty or anything if a crew member finds your child. No fine or anything. Oh my God! Excuse me. Hello?
What you doing?
You are right in the middle of me recording.
Oh, okay. I'll call you later.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Mama. Pardon me. So I think before the call came through, I was talking about the muster station that's on the wild band, just in case. Nope. I don't believe that there's like a fine or a penalty or anything like that. But hopefully, if that does happen, your stateroom attendant or just a random crew member, or even being called to guest services about your child being lost and found, hopefully that opens your eyes to be more attentive to your child, to have a sit down with them or whatever the case may be. But overall, kudos to Royal Caribbean for this feature. Like I said, I would like for it to be on their entire fleet. Maybe that's something that they're working on in the future to have on future cruise ships and all of the existing cruise ships. And overall, I would love for other cruise lines to jump on board with this feature, whether they name it different or however they go about it, because it's 2026, man. And if you have been in the cruise community for a while, then you have had to hear some of the most craziest stories that have taken place within the last 5 years. And it is scary. So all I can tell you guys is to always be aware when you go on these cruise vacations. Do not let your guard completely down, because if I'm being honest, there are creeps and everything under the sun who choose to take cruise vacations as well, because they may go on there thinking that everyone's going to be in vacation mode and their guard is going to be down, and you just never know what could happen until, unfortunately, it's your loved ones that it happens to, and then you're raising Cain about whatever security measures that should be taken or some features that should be in addition. So I encourage everyone to look into and utilize this feature. Yes, it's $14.99, but you know, again, like I said, with 2026 being now and things happening, you can never be too safe. You know, you want to keep tabs on your kids while you're away in the casino. Am I allowed to say that? Adult arcade, is that what we're doing now? Yeah, we might have to say adult arcade, so yeah, we just have to bleep that, the C word out. All right. Yeah, while you're there doing that or at the bar, whatever the case may be, you can just pull your phone out and see where your little ones are at. So of course you want to make sure that you have the Royal Caribbean app. Make sure you have the most updated version, the most recent version for that feature to be active for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you found this video informative and very helpful for your upcoming sailings, whether on Star of the Seas or even Legend, which I believe it's currently or has already done its maiden voyage over in Europe and will be coming over to the States shortly. Do your boy a favor, man. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And again, don't forget to hype up this video if you found this video helpful and informative. Share it to cruise groups, whatever the case may be, man. Let's help your boy out, okay? Let's help your boy out. With that, man, always be grateful and embrace the day. And until next time, peace. And with all of that, stay safe and happy cruising. Thumbnail.